Step into the glamorous world of Dynasty, the iconic 1980s primetime soap opera that captivated millions with its dramatic storylines, fierce rivalries, and unforgettable characters. From the powerful Carringtons to their cunning adversaries, the show became a symbol of wealth, intrigue, and timeless drama. Now, 43 years after its debut, fans are left wondering, what became of the legendary cast who brought this larger-than-life saga to the screen? In 2024, we explore where they are now, their career highlights, personal lives, and how the legacy of Dynasty continues to shine in Hollywood history. John Forsythe, born on January 29, 1918, in Penns Grove, New Jersey, was best known for his portrayal of Blake Carrington, the powerful and wealthy oil tycoon on Dynasty. Blake was a central figure in the series, torn between his ambition in business and his love for his family. Forsythe, with his deep voice and commanding presence, brought depth to the character, making Blake both a stern patriarch and a caring father. He was 63 years old when he began filming Dynasty. Forsythe's life, however, was not without struggles. In his early years, he faced financial hardships as a young actor, struggling to secure roles that would elevate his career. His personal life also had its ups and downs, as he was married twice, first to Parker McCormick, with whom he had 2 children, and later to Nicole Carter, his second wife. Unfortunately, both marriages ended in divorce, and Forsythe was known to have a difficult relationship with his children at times. He had a complicated family life, with several periods of estrangement from his children. Forsythe passed away on April 1, 2010, at the age of 92, from complications of pneumonia. Michael Nader, born on February 19, 1945, in St. Louis, Missouri, played Dex Dexter, a pivotal character in Dynasty starting in 1983. As a suave businessman who eventually became romantically involved with Alexis Carrington, Michael's character was both a rival and a lover, deeply entwined in the show's dramatic conflicts. Michael was 38 years old when he first appeared on the show, and his portrayal of Dex, a man full of contradictions and intense emotions, earned him a lasting place in TV history. Before his breakout role on Dynasty, Michael had a successful career, with notable appearances in shows such as The Scarecrow and Mrs. King. However, his personal life was often overshadowed by struggles with addiction and legal issues. Michael was married twice and had 1 child, but his relationships were often tumultuous. His battle with drug addiction, which began during his younger years, played a significant role in his personal and professional life. Sadly, Michael passed away on August 23, 2021, at the age of 76 after a long battle with cancer. Dionne Carroll, born on July 17, 1935, in the Bronx, New York, made a lasting impact on television as Dominique Devereaux, the ambitious and glamorous half-sister of Blake Carrington, in Dynasty, 1984. Dominique was a determined businesswoman and singer, whose elegance often masked the underlying complexity of her character. Carroll was 49 when she began the role, continuing a career that had already spanned decades. Despite her success, her personal life was tumultuous. She was married 4 times, and her relationships were often marked by conflict and disappointment. Carroll also faced significant personal tragedies, including a difficult battle with breast cancer in her later years. She had 1 daughter, Suzanne, from her first marriage. Carroll's resilience in the face of adversity was inspiring, and her influence on African American representation in media is immeasurable. She passed away on October 4, 2019, at the age of 84, after a long and inspiring career. Jeffrey Scott, born on February 22, 1942, in Hollywood, California, played Mark Jennings, the charming yet troubled ex-husband of Crystal Carrington. Mark's return to Dynasty in 1982 caused turmoil in Crystal's life as he tried to reclaim her affection. Jeffrey Scott was 40 years old when he started filming Dynasty, and his portrayal of Mark left a lasting impression. While Scott enjoyed a steady career in television and film, his life was marked by personal challenges. He was married to actress and model Nancy Costello, with whom he had 2 children. However, the couple eventually divorced, and Scott's later years were often overshadowed by struggles with personal demons, including bouts of depression and a sense of professional stagnation. Despite his efforts to remain active in the entertainment industry, he found himself relegated to smaller roles and struggled to maintain the fame he had gained during his time on Dynasty. Geoffrey Scott passed away on February 23, 2021, at the age of 79, after a long battle with illness. Wayne Northrop, born on April 12, 1947, in Sumner, Washington, portrayed Michael Culhane in Dynasty starting in 1981. Michael, the Carrington family chauffeur, later transformed into a businessman, navigating his way through power struggles and complex relationships with the family. Wayne was 34 years old when he first joined the show, bringing depth to the character's ambition and internal conflict. Before Dynasty, Wayne had a steady career in television, but it was this role that helped solidify his reputation as a talented actor. While his professional life flourished, his personal life was not without its hardships. Wayne struggled with the demands of fame, and his relationships were often turbulent. He was married twice, and though he had children, his family life faced its own set of challenges. His battle with Alzheimer's disease in his later years became another sorrowful chapter in his life, ultimately leading to his passing on November 29, 2024, at the age of 77. Christopher Kasanov, born on December 17, 1943, in Winchester, Hampshire, England, portrayed Ben Carrington in Dynasty starting in 1986. Ben, Blake Carrington's estranged brother, brought a unique blend of charm and conflict to the show, constantly battling with his brother and seeking redemption. Christopher, who was 42 years old when he joined the cast, had a career that spanned several decades and included roles in British television and theatre. However, his journey was marked by personal and professional struggles. Christopher's marriage to actress Susan George was tumultuous, with the couple eventually parting ways after years of conflict. He also faced a period of financial instability, despite his success as an actor. Christopher's health deteriorated later in life, and his death from septicemia on April 7, 2010, at the age of 66, marked the end of a remarkable yet troubled career. Peter Mark Richmond, born on April 16, 1927, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, portrayed Andrew Laird, the Carrington family's trusted attorney, in Dynasty starting in 1981. Andrew's loyalty and integrity were central to his character, as he navigated the complex legal and moral dilemmas surrounding the Carrington family. Peter Mark was 54 years old when he joined the Dynasty cast, and he brought a distinguished presence to the role, having already had an extensive career in television and film. Throughout his life, Peter faced the typical ups and downs of an acting career, including periods of unemployment and personal struggles. His first marriage ended in divorce, and though he remarried, his relationships were often difficult. As an older man, Peter struggled with the physical toll of aging, but he continued to act into his later years. He passed away peacefully from natural causes on January 14, 2021, at the age of 93, leaving behind a legacy of more than 60 years in the entertainment industry. Paul Burke, born on July 21, 1926, in New Orleans, Louisiana, portrayed Neil McVane in Dynasty, 1982, a shrewd and vengeful former congressman who became entwined in the Carrington family's turbulent world. His character's dark, manipulative nature stood in sharp contrast to the more glamorous characters on the show. Paul was 56 years old when he joined the Dynasty cast. Throughout his career, Paul was known for his strong performances in both TV dramas and films, often playing characters with an intense or moral ambiguity. But his personal life was marred by hardship. Paul struggled with depression and was often grappling with the complexities of his relationships. His first marriage ended in divorce, and despite later attempts at love, he could never quite find lasting happiness. Paul also faced health struggles that weakened his resolve. He passed away on September 13, 2009, at the age of 83, due to leukemia and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, leaving behind a legacy that was bittersweet in light of his personal struggles. James Ferrantino was born on February 24, 1938, in Brooklyn, New York. He portrayed Dr. Nick Toscani, the complex psychiatrist with a shadowy past, in Dynasty, 1981. Known for his passionate and intense demeanor, Nick's relationship with the Carrington family led to dramatic confrontations, making him a central figure during his time on the show. James was 43 years old when he began playing Nick. A talented actor, he enjoyed a prosperous career, making memorable appearances in films such as The Final Countdown and TV series like Jesus of Nazareth. But his personal life was filled with turmoil. James was married 4 times, with his marriages often being fraught with issues. He was even arrested at one point for assaulting his wife, highlighting the struggles in his private life. He also faced financial troubles and was haunted by regrets regarding his failed relationships. After years of battling physical and mental health issues, James Ferrantino passed away on January 24, 2012, at the age of 73, due to complications from a broken hip. His passing marked the end of a troubled but impactful life. Kate O'Mara, born on August 10, 1939, in Leicester, Leicestershire, England, is remembered for her role as Caress Morel, Alexis Colby's ambitious and manipulative sister, in Dynasty, 1986. Caress was a character defined by her plotting nature, constantly trying to outsmart her more powerful sibling, Alexis. O'Mara was 47 years old when she joined Dynasty, at a time when her career was flourishing, particularly with roles that played on her glamorous and cunning image. However, her personal life was far more tumultuous. O'Mara had 2 marriages, both of which ended in divorce, and though she had a daughter named Charlotte, her relationships were often marked by conflict. Over the years, O'Mara faced the challenge of balancing her acting career with her personal struggles. As she grew older, she battled ovarian cancer, which ultimately claimed her life on March 30, 2014, at the age of 74. Her death marked the end of a career that had successfully spanned several decades, but it was also a reminder of the personal sacrifices and pain she endured throughout her life. Bo Hopkins, born on February 2, 1938, in Greenville, South Carolina, portrayed Matthew Blaisdell, a geologist and former lover of Crystal Carrington, in Dynasty, 1981. Matthew's complex relationship with the Carrington family added intrigue to the show, especially his passionate history with Crystal. Bo Hopkins was 43 years old when he began filming Dynasty, at a stage in his career where he had already garnered recognition for his roles in films like The Wild Bunch and American Graffiti. Despite his professional success, Hopkins faced challenges in his personal life, including struggling with a tumultuous marriage to his first wife, with whom he had 1 son. His second marriage to actress Sion Green was a source of stability in his later years, and he had 2 children with her. However, Hopkins' life was not without its hardships. He dealt with bouts of depression and emotional struggles, which affected both his personal relationships and his career. After living through these ups and downs, he passed away on May 28, 2022, at the age of 84, from a heart attack. His death was a loss to both his family and the entertainment world. Sally Kemp, born on February 7, 1933, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, appeared in Dynasty, 1982, as Marcia, a loyal and efficient secretary at Denver Carrington. Her character's dedication to the company was often overshadowed by the larger drama of the Carrington family. At the time, Kemp was 49 years old, having already built a solid career in television with roles in both dramas and comedies. However, her life outside of acting was far from easy. Kemp had a marriage that ended in divorce, and she faced financial struggles later in life, despite her years of steady work. Although she had a daughter, the pressures of balancing career and personal life were apparent. Kemp battled cancer for several years, which was a heavy burden that she bore privately. She continued to work during her illness, but ultimately, the cancer took its toll, and she passed away on March 21, 2017, at the age of 84. Despite the personal and professional challenges she faced, Kemp's legacy in Dynasty and the broader television landscape remains significant. Linda Evans, born on November 18, 1942, in Hartford, Connecticut, played the role of Crystal Carrington, the sweet and elegant wife of Blake. Crystal's character was the moral anchor of the Dynasty series, often caught in the complex web of her husband's family drama. Linda Evans was 39 years old when she first portrayed Crystal in 1981. Evans herself, however, faced a tumultuous personal life, marked by difficult relationships and heartbreaks. Her first marriage to actor and singer, Bob A. Brooks, ended in divorce, as did her second marriage to Stan Herman. She later became involved in a high-profile romance with actor and former Dynasty co-star, John Forsythe, but the relationship ended amicably after a brief affair. Despite these challenges, Evans remained resilient and focused on her career, appearing in numerous television shows and movies, with Dynasty being her breakout role. As of today, Evans is 82 years old and has largely stayed out of the limelight, living a peaceful life away from the Hollywood hustle. Gordon Thompson, born on March 2, 1945, in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, portrayed Adam Carrington in Dynasty starting in 1982. Adam was introduced as Blake and Alexis's long-lost son, whose existence was a central plot twist. His character was both cunning and charismatic, often involved in dramatic family feuds, navigating his complex relationship with the Carringtons. Gordon was 37 when he joined the cast, and his portrayal of Adam added to the soap opera's legendary drama. Before his fame on Dynasty, Gordon had appeared in numerous TV shows, but it was this role that cemented his place in television history. Throughout his career, he faced several personal struggles, including battling alcohol addiction. Although he managed to maintain a steady career, his early years were marked by turmoil and heartbreak, especially as he dealt with the pressure of the Hollywood spotlight. Regarding his personal life, Gordon experienced a few romantic relationships but has kept much of his private life under wraps. Today, at 79 years old, he remains active in acting, particularly in theater, although he has distanced himself from mainstream television in recent years. Joan Collins, born on May 23, 1933, in Paddington, London, became a household name for her portrayal of Alexis Colby, Blake's vengeful ex-wife on Dynasty. Alexis was one of television's most iconic characters, scheming, manipulative, and always aiming to destroy her ex-husband's empire. Joan Collins was 48 when she began playing the role of Alexis, and her performance earned her critical acclaim and cemented her status as a television legend. Collins' real life, however, was filled with its own drama. She was married 5 times to various men, including actor Maxwell Reed, and most notably to the film producer and actor, Sir Anthony Newley, with whom she had 2 children. Her tumultuous relationships were often marked by infidelity, public scandals, and painful divorces. She faced years of financial difficulties, especially after her second marriage to Newley ended, and struggled to maintain her public image during times of personal crises. Yet Collins thrived in her career, achieving success both in film and television. Now 91 years old, Collins continues to enjoy a career in writing, fashion, and media, though she has also seen the pain of personal loss. Pamela Bellwood, born on June 26, 1944, in New York City, played Claudia Blaisdell in Dynasty, 1981, a character who had a complex and emotional journey through the series. Claudia was a woman who endured emotional turmoil and psychological challenges, often finding herself at the mercy of her intense feelings. Bellwood was 37 when she joined the show, and her portrayal of Claudia's vulnerability made her a fan favorite. However, Pamela's own life was filled with turmoil as well. She struggled with personal loss and the pressure of balancing her career with family life. Despite this, Pamela's career continued to flourish in television roles, though she faced the heavy weight of personal grief after losing her father in a tragic accident. Pamela was married twice, though her relationships were often strained due to her demanding career. Now 80 years old, Pamela lives a quieter life, distancing herself from the limelight that once made her a household name. Jack Coleman, born on February 21, 1958, in Easton, Pennsylvania, portrayed Stephen Carrington in Dynasty from 1982. Stephen, Blake Carrington's son, was a groundbreaking character for his time, grappling with his sexuality in a world that was less accepting of LGBTQ+ identities. Jack's portrayal of Stephen was both touching and revolutionary, as he navigated the turbulent waters of love, family, and self-acceptance. At 24 years old when he first took on the role, Jack was already a skilled actor, but his career in the spotlight wasn't without its challenges. As he became more prominent, Jack faced a series of personal hardships, including periods of isolation and confusion about his place in both his career and his family. While he has managed to maintain a successful acting career, his life off-screen has been shaped by struggles with substance abuse and a few failed relationships. Jack has been married and divorced, and he has one daughter, whom he keeps largely out of the public eye. Today, Jack is 66 years old and continues to act in both television and film, often choosing roles that challenge him as an actor and as a person. Heather Locklear was born on September 25, 1961, in Los Angeles, California. She gained fame for playing Sammy Jo Dean Carrington in Dynasty, 1981, a character who was Crystal Carrington's niece in a stunning mix of rebellion and ambition. Sammy Jo's exploits and tumultuous love life kept audiences hooked throughout the series. Heather was just 20 years old when she began filming Dynasty, and her youthful charm captured the hearts of millions. While her career took off with roles in various other TV series like T.J. Hooker, Heather's personal life was marked by struggles. She faced several difficult relationships, including 2 divorces, from musicians Tommy Lee and Richie Sambora. Her health also took a downturn, with multiple stints in rehab. Heather Locklear battled mental health issues and substance abuse, though her career has seen several comebacks. As of today, she is 63 years old and continues to keep a relatively low profile, focusing on her well-being and personal life. Pamela Sue Martin was born on January 5, 1953, in Westport, Connecticut. She portrayed Fallon Carrington Colby in Dynasty, 1981, the fiery and independent daughter of Blake Carrington, whose personal and romantic life was always at the center of drama. Fallon was a character who clashed with everyone, yet her fiery spirit made her one of the most memorable figures of the series. At 28 years old, Pamela Sue Martin's portrayal of Fallon resonated with viewers, making her a star. But Martin's own life didn't always mirror the success she found on screen. After her time on Dynasty, she struggled with finding roles that fit her, and she was often typecast in similar parts. Her personal life was complicated, as she faced the pressures of fame while also going through a difficult marriage. She divorced her first husband, and her career faced ups and downs. After leaving Dynasty in the early 1980s, Pamela Sue Martin took a break from acting but later returned to TV in smaller roles. Now 71 years old, Pamela enjoys a more private life, away from the public eye. Lee Burgher, born on April 10, 1918, in Brooklyn, New York, was well known for his role as Joseph Anders, the steadfast majordomo of the Carrington estate, in Dynasty, 1981. As the Carringtons' loyal servant, Anders was both a symbol of authority and a trusted confidant, often standing as a stabilizing force amidst the chaos of the family's drama. Burgher, at 63, brought a sense of integrity to the role, which he continued to portray for several years. Outside of his career, Burgher's life was a series of personal challenges. He struggled with addiction, which at times impacted his career and relationships. Although he married and had children, his personal life was far from perfect, and he faced numerous difficulties, including the failure of some of his marriages. However, he remained a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Lee Burgher passed away on January 31, 2007, at the age of 88, after living a life marked by both professional achievements and personal challenges. William Beckley, born on January 15, 1930, in London, England, was best known for his portrayal of Gerard, the loyal butler of the Carrington family, in Dynasty, 1982. Gerard was a reserved and professional character who quietly maintained the order of the household while navigating the drama that surrounded the Carringtons. Beckley was 52 when he began his role, marking a significant point in his career. Throughout his life, Beckley faced his own personal struggles, including the financial challenges that often accompany a fading career. While his love life remains largely private, it is known that he had a passion for acting, and he continued to work in smaller roles after Dynasty. In his later years, Beckley lived a quiet life, dealing with the inevitable toll of aging. He passed away on March 11, 2011, at the age of 81, leaving behind a career marked by understated but memorable performances. Katherine Oxenberg was born on September 22, 1961, in New York City. She portrayed Amanda Bedford Carrington, Blake's secret daughter from a past relationship, on Dynasty starting in 1984. Katherine, just 23 years old at the time, was quickly noticed for her stunning beauty and ability to bring depth to Amanda's complex emotional journey. Despite her success on the show, Katherine faced difficulties off-screen. Her personal life included an intense and highly publicized marriage to Caspar Van Dien, which ended in divorce after a few years. She later married a businessman, with whom she had 2 daughters. One of her daughters, India Oxenberg, later made headlines due to her involvement with the controversial NXIVM cult, which left Katherine deeply distressed. Her daughter's struggles caused Katherine emotional turmoil as she fought for her daughter's freedom. In terms of career, Katherine's time after Dynasty saw ups and downs, with roles in both television and film, but never quite reaching the same level of fame. Currently 63 years old, Katherine's life has been marked by perseverance, especially in her efforts to protect her family. Emma Sams was born on August 28, 1960, in London, England. She became famous for her role as Fallon Carrington Colby, the fiery and independent daughter of Blake Carrington, in the iconic soap opera Dynasty. At the time of filming, she was 25 years old and quickly became a beloved figure due to her portrayal of a strong, yet vulnerable, character. Behind the scenes, Emma faced her own personal struggles, including a turbulent relationship with her first husband, actor Joan Collins, whom she married in 1990. Unfortunately, their marriage ended in 1993. Emma also had challenges with fertility, suffering multiple miscarriages. However, she went on to have 2 children, a son and a daughter, who are now grown. Despite the professional and personal highs, Emma's life took some devastating turns. In 2006, she suffered a serious car accident that required multiple surgeries and left her with lingering health issues. At present, she is 64 years old and continues to be active in the entertainment industry, focusing on her career in voice acting and occasionally appearing in television roles. Kathleen Beller, born on February 19, 1956, in Westchester, New York, portrayed Kirby Anders, the vulnerable yet resilient character caught in a complex web of romantic entanglements with the Carrington family. Her role as the daughter of Joseph Anders introduced her as a key figure in the show's tumultuous relationships. Kathleen was 26 years old when she began filming Dynasty in 1982. However, her life off-screen was marked by struggles and heartbreaks. Despite her early success as an actress, Beller's career faced significant setbacks after her role in Dynasty, with few roles following the show's end. Her personal life mirrored some of the drama she portrayed on screen. She was married twice, first to actor David Reevers, with whom she had 2 children. Unfortunately, her first marriage ended in divorce, and she later married producer Michael Hoenig, but this second union also faltered, leading to another separation. Her family life was complicated, as she tried to balance her acting career with motherhood. Now 68 years old, Beller has largely stepped away from the public eye, living a quieter life away from the Hollywood spotlight. Al Corley, born on May 22, 1956, in Wichita, Kansas, was cast as Stephen Carrington, Blake's son who grappled with his sexuality and the challenges of fitting into the wealthy Carrington family. Stephen's character was central to the show's groundbreaking exploration of LGBTQ+ themes during the 1980s. Al Corley was 25 years old when he began filming Dynasty in 1981. While his portrayal of Stephen earned him praise, Corley's time on the show was not without difficulty. He left Dynasty after the third season, citing dissatisfaction with his role and a desire to pursue other opportunities. His career afterwards was marked by a mix of film, television, and music, but it never quite reached the heights of his time on Dynasty. Corley also faced personal struggles, including a brief marriage to actress and model, Nina Blackwood, which ended in divorce. He was known for his independence and reluctance to fit into the Hollywood mold, but these choices sometimes led to career stagnation. Now 68 years old, Corley continues to lead a private life, occasionally making appearances in the public eye. Leanne Hunley was born on February 25, 1955, in Forks, Washington. She joined the Dynasty cast in 1986, playing Dana Waring Carrington, Adam Carrington's second wife. Dana was known for her intelligence and vulnerability, particularly in her struggle with infertility, which became a focal point of her storyline. Leanne was 31 years old at the time and was praised for her nuanced performance. However, her personal life was not without its challenges. She went through a difficult divorce in the early 1990s and faced hardships regarding her relationship with her only child, a daughter, who she raised as a single mother. Throughout her career, Leanne took on various roles in television and film, though none reached the heights of Dynasty. Her personal struggles continued, including issues with her health, as she battled with depression and anxiety. Despite these setbacks, she found solace in supporting others and became involved in advocacy work for mental health. Leanne, now 69 years old, has chosen to live a quieter life away from the limelight, though she still occasionally makes public appearances. Lloyd Burgher, born on July 29, 1924, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, played the calculating and power-hungry Cecil Colby in Dynasty, 1981, a character who was relentlessly bent on defeating Blake Carrington in business and personal matters. Known for his ruthlessness, Cecil's machinations made him one of the show's most memorable antagonists. Lloyd was 57 years old when he began filming Dynasty. His career spanned decades, with numerous roles in both film and television, often portraying authority figures or villains, reflecting his commanding presence. However, despite his professional success, Lloyd's personal life was not without its challenges. He was married twice, but both relationships ended in divorce. He also faced financial difficulties during a period of his career. At the age of 81, Lloyd Burgher passed away on October 29, 2005, due to cancer. Ken Howard was born on March 28, 1944, in El Centro, California. In Dynasty, Ken portrayed Garrett Boydston, a lawyer and confidant of the Carrington family, starting in 1985. At 41 years old during filming, Ken brought an air of professionalism and integrity to the role of Garrett, a man known for his sharp legal mind. His career was filled with highs, including roles in The White Shadow and The Man Who Came Back. However, Ken's life off-screen was a mixture of successes and struggles. He had several marriages, including a high-profile one to his first wife, actress Judy Sparrow, which ended in divorce. Later, he married again and had children, though those relationships were often strained, with periods of separation and reconciliation. His career in Hollywood fluctuated, with some years filled with steady work, while others left him grappling with his place in the industry. Despite personal and professional challenges, Ken's generosity and dedication to his craft earned him admiration from his peers. Ken Howard passed away on March 23, 2016, at the age of 71, after a battle with pneumonia. His death marked the loss of a talented actor with a career spanning decades. Dale Robertson was born on July 14, 1923, in O'Hara, Oklahoma. He is best known for his role as Walter Lankershim, a rugged wildcatter and a key business associate of Blake Carrington, on Dynasty in 1981. At the time, Dale was 58 years old and brought his seasoned presence to the screen, portraying a man of tough decisions and business savvy. Dale's life outside of acting was filled with its own set of struggles. After his successful career in Western television shows like Tales of Wells Fargo, he faced personal loss and hardship, including a few turbulent marriages. Dale married 3 times and had children, though his personal relationships were often marred by difficulties. He was also burdened by serious health problems later in life. Beyond his acting career, he had a quiet period of personal reflection, especially as his health deteriorated. Tragically, he passed away on February 27, 2013, at the age of 89, after battling pneumonia and lung cancer. His death marked the end of a career filled with memorable roles and marked by personal resilience. Who's your favorite character from Dynasty? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.